Ferroni. The Chinatown attacks. There have been 20 attacks in the last couple of weeks. Why such a ramp up in attacks on Chinatown? But okay. So one lady said, I don't know what her name is. See if I can get her. She said this.
Asians, not just here in Oakland, but across the county that we've seen, is based on the rhetoric that we're hearing, particularly in link to the coronavirus, to COVID, to still calling it the Chinese virus and things like that.
The Chinese virus, that actually came from President Donald Trump. So let's just call it what it is. The attacks that they're shown in Chinatown are black people attacking store owners, elderly people, and it's wrong, 100% wrong. It's 100% wrong. And they're attacking women, they're stealing from women and stuff like that, and things along that line. She's saying it's because of the Chinese virus, a virus that came out of China. And it came out of China, according to the American president at the time. So people will think that that's where it came from. And if people have family members that have passed away and or people are being treated unfairly, they are going to have ambivalent feelings towards the people who they can closely associate it with and so-called blame it on. This is a natural reaction for pretty much anybody. We've seen this over and over and over. You may be the same color, creed, or live in the same county. Somebody's going after you because you're the closest one that they can get to. So that's one of the reasons why they're saying these random attacks are happening. Let's get this straight. Everybody watches World Star Hip Hop. They watch the news. We watched what happened in China when the virus over there when the virus spread and everybody was getting cut off. We watched Chinese people kick black people out of stores. They told them they couldn't shop and get food. They actually kicked them out of their apartments because the Chinese made up a lie. They made up a lie and said that the virus is being spread by black people. Now, some of that lie was fueled by information from the United States because black people live in closely knitted areas. And so they went ahead and said, hey, black people are the ones spreading the virus. So the Chinese turned around and said, okay, black people, since you're spreading the virus, you no longer can live here. And they literally had black people wandering the streets, African Americans wandering the streets and couldn't get anything to eat. And the Chinese said, you cannot shop here. So let's just be for real. When you tell people that they can no longer live somewhere, all of a sudden, and because of a lie, these people who had nothing to do with the issue have no idea where you're getting your information from when you kick them out of their apartments, them and their children. When you tell them they can no longer shop here and they can't get anything to eat. When you treat them like 100% dogs, and as a matter of fact, you treat dogs better than you treat the black people over there in China right now. People over here who are black are going to get upset. This has been happening. So I don't know. Look, it's all wrong. I'm not saying any of it's right. But do you think that you guys should have came out with a PSA, Chinese people, and long before, and the black people, and should have went into Chinatown and made sure that the Chinese in that area understand exactly what's going on in their motherland, and made it known, put it on the news, put it on social media. We have nothing to do with the people over there in China. We have nothing to do with the way they're treating black people. We are not with it. We did not antagonize it. We did not promote it. We don't want anyone to feel The same pressure that they are feeling over there, the black people are feeling over there in China. We apologize for those people who are being put out on the street, those people whose families are being put out on the street, those people who can no longer get anything to eat. We apologize very much for that, but that is nothing to do with us over here in Chinatown. Please don't take it out on us. We have no problem with black people whatsoever. You should have got ahead of this because you should have seen it coming. You should have seen it coming, and nobody is right in this instant. But the simple fact is that you should have expected black people who had it up to here were being treated unfairly. You should have expected them to get upset and to come into someone's area who looks like the people who's mistreating them over there in China and start mistreating you. Listen, the one guy who got caught, they say he's a common criminal. He has had a bunch of felonies. Okay, he went and pushed an old man down who was 90 something years old. If you look at this guy's criminal record, I'm betting 10 to 1 that there is not another incident with him pushing down a 90-year-old man. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he probably has no incident of pushing down a 90-year-old man, caught or not caught. It's just something he probably wouldn't do. So what would make this guy who's a criminal or a non-criminal just all of a sudden attack a 90-year-old man? Simple. What happened to the black people in China and what's still happening to them in China. Things have reached a fever pitch, and that's what's going on. So I don't know, you guys are bringing out a task force, and Michael Wu, the actor, is out talking about we're tired of it, we're under attack. Well, guess what? Black people been under attack. And you guys need to get in touch with the motherland, who doesn't care about black people, who's over there in Africa siphoning off their gold right now and filling up their children and having sex with their little, their children over there. That's what they're doing right now. That's what the Chinese are doing right now. There's pictures of these guys with their hands on these tweens. They're 12, 13, and there's little girls running around with no shirts on because that's what they do. And this guy's over there got a handful of, breasts from these little girls. Like, come on. You guys are asking for some type of reaction. You're asking for a violent reaction, and that's what you're getting. Now, I don't know how you want to brace for impact, but I know that your little, with the police chief coming out who's black, and big ups to him, and coming out and saying, hey, if you do this, you're going to get caught. Listen, you guys are about to be overwhelmed. You guys are about to be overwhelmed. And I have nothing to do with it, but I can pretty much tell you that as long as social media and the news exist, black people are going to be pretty pissed about what's going on with black people in other countries and right here. And they're going to attack anyone. And it's going to seem like it's just random as hell, but it's not random. It's not going without reason. People have had enough, and no one's listening to us. We march, you do nothing. We march, you do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We still got mothers being shot in their house, just minding their own damn business. And we did all that marching and praying and coming together, and kumbaya, it's done absolutely nothing. So I'm just telling you right now, you guys, look, you guys need to get ahead of this some kind of way. Put out a PSA, do something, but let black people know that they are not, they're not your enemy. That's what you need to do, because you're going to have a whole community of people that just come into Chinatown and wreck it. And there's just going to be more people than what you can handle. And you can fill up your jails. It's not going to matter. That's not what's going on here. These people don't care about getting another record. They don't care about going to jail. That's not what they care about. They care about what's happening to their people. And they're watching it happen all the time, and nothing's happening to your people, but your people, even in another country, are doing it to their people. That's what they see. That's what they understand. It's simple to them. It's simple math to them. Even over here, you're being treated a lot better than black people are being treated. You're being treated a lot better. And we understand that you own a lot of this country because you bought it up. But nonetheless, you're not going to sit up here and mistreat us anywhere. and think that black people are not going to reach out and touch you. And that's it. And that's all. It's your boy Tone 202. I'm out.